Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SmackDown. Coming in tonight from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Deep in the heart of wrestling country, this crowd is fired up, and so am I.
An enthusiastic crowd and the greatest superstars in sports entertainment. You can't ask for more than that.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching...
What a cowardly move. He can't win fair and square, so he tries to screw his opponent out of the victory.
Hey, nothing wrong with doing whatever it takes to win. If it was that bad, the ref would have disqualified him, right?
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting fired up like this. You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off. Look at him go!
Wow, what an RKO.
What a reversal.
On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it.
Nice reversal.
Haha, look at this, Cole. He doesn't look too worried about this match.
Well, he should be. Until that bell rings, this is still anyone's match. The adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what... Why doesn't he put his money where his mouth is and continue with the match?
Hey, don't get high. He's just having a little fun here. These superstars are at the top of their game, but only one of them is going to have his hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
So what? You want to say that everybody wins so that nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it.
That was a textbook reversal.
Look out! He's measuring his opponent.
Bam! Scissors kick. He might have just knocked his opponent out cold.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people.
Oh, man. Here he comes.
RKO! RKO!
2, 3.
Bobby Lashley's
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the hell out of there.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion. Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
Orton's never backed down from a fight. His mouth might get him in trouble, but he's always ready for it.
Are we talking about the same Randy Orton? It seems like the only time he's willing to fight is when he gets to hit somebody from behind.
Man, this one's turned into a fight, pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit,
I knew it was only a matter of time before we saw that. I don't like it, but as long as it wins matches, it's going to keep happening.
and that's what matters. If you're not doing everything you can to win, you're in the wrong business. That's not in the rule book, but he could get the pin right here.
What a counter that was!
Cena spends a lot of time running his mouth. If I were him, I'd put that energy into improving my ring skills.
Cena's a multiple-time WWE champion. How much more improvement do you really need?
Listen, if you're not constantly trying to improve, you're going to get overtaken by a guy who is. Cena better keep that in mind. I love Booker's attitude. He doesn't care what the fans think. He's focused on winning, and that's it.
Well, he might want to acknowledge the paying customers who make it possible for him to earn a paycheck.
Why bother? If they don't buy a ticket to cheer him on, they'll buy one to watch him get beat. He slipped out of that one. Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of quit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Hey, you got to be in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually ever step between those ropes.
I don't have to have been in a match to realize that jeopardizing my future for the sake of one match is incredibly short-sighted.
You know, I'm going to replace you with somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. Maybe Carlito. He might be a little tough to understand sometimes, but at least he knows what it's like to wrestle a match.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing. I don't even like to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling...
Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
He's going for it.
And he's got it! RKO! And there's the pin!
1, 2.
These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all night.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning of the WWE superstars comes into play.
Yeah, you're not going to win a match if you're blown up 2 minutes into it.
You can say that again. I've seen matches won and lost simply because one superstar was able to outlast their opponent. This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah? Well, one mistake and we're going to see that fire put out pronto.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, and injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get. These fans have certainly rallied around Bobby Lashley, and it's not hard to see why.
Yeah, but if Lashley knows what's good for him, he won't worry about the fans. He'll just focus on taking care of business in the ring.
Lashley's made a name for himself doing exactly that, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think, but these superstars are blowing me away.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup, and I haven't been disappointed.
I didn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner some other time. Randy Orton has it all. A great look, fantastic charisma, and 3 generations of experience in the business.
And not to mention an ego that won't quit. A lot of the superstars around here would love to take him down a peg. I don't know if this is such a good move. This could be disastrous. I don't think there's a superstar in the history of WWE who's gone from rookie to WWE champion as quickly as John Cena has.
Yeah, Cena shot up real quick, but he hasn't picked up the experience that a lot of other superstars have.
Well, from where I sit, I haven't seen a lot of superstars give Cena much of a problem. He's held his own against some of the most talented veterans on the roster.
I assume you're talking about me, right? Well, let me tell you something. When John Cena beat me for the WWE Championship, that was a fluke.
If that's the case, then he's had a lot of fluke victories since then. I don't think anyone gets as far as Cena has on luck alone. I think these fans have had just about enough of King Booker.
That's because these fans have no respect for his accomplishments. Don't forget, he's a 5-time WCW champion.
WCW was a long time ago, partner, and quite frankly, Booker's attitude was a lot better in those days.
Yeah? Well, his attitude won him the World Heavyweight Championship here on SmackDown, and that's something all the cheering fans in the world couldn't do for him. It's crazy to think that we actually get paid to do. Looks like he's going for it.
He sure is. The STFU is locked in.
Bobby Lashley's a legitimate tough guy, no doubt about it. But raw power only gets you so far in this business.
Sure, but what about his speed? It's rare to see a superstar with the combination of strength and quickness that Lashley possesses.
A lot of people think that Randy Orton's just an overhyped pretty boy, but I respect his accomplishments.
What, you mean like turning on the people who supported him and stabbing them in the back?
No, I mean like becoming the youngest world heavyweight champion in history and having one of the longest intercontinental title reigns of the last decade.
I'd have more respect for those achievements if Orton didn't earn them with such underhanded tactics.
Well, I've got news for you. Orton doesn't care what you or anyone else thinks, and that's why he's at the top of his game right now.
It's been a long time since I saw a crowd get behind a superstar the way they have for John Cena.
Yeah, and that's great for him, but this is a match, not a popularity contest.
I don't think Cena's got any problem being physical either. There aren't many superstars who can match his accomplishments.
It's so great seeing these superstars in competition here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, anytime you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed a great show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight. Look at these fans. They didn't like that one bit.
Yeah, well, I got some bad news for the WWE fans. He doesn't care what they think.
You know, I liked Booker a lot better before he discovered his royal heritage.
Yeah, but it wasn't until he stopped caring about the fans that he finally won the World Heavyweight Championship.
I think these fans know what's coming next.
They sure do, the FU. I've taken that move, and believe me, it doesn't tickle.
1, 2, 3.
Seeing a match like this makes me proud to be part of.
Here's your winner, John Cena.